I'm Jazmine, aka Ava, and this is my co-writer.
I'm Casey, also known as Chaz.
Yes, and we're gonna watch Ava and Eli Forever, our TV pilot that we wrote together.
Very exciting.
Yes. If you have not seen Ava and Eli Forever,
Do it.
I don't understand why you even clicked this video. Just go ahead and hop on over, watch Ava and Eli Forever, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. We want to know what you think. And then come right back and watch this. I hope you enjoy Ava and Eli Forever.
Yeah, cheers again.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Let's get into it. Oh, man.
God, I always feel weird when I'm watching.
Whenever I see myself on camera, I always feel a little bit weird.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I feel like most actors feel that way in general, you know?
Genius lyrics by Jazmine. I don't know why I don't have a Grammy or something.
I feel like that is one of the worst ways to wake up.
Oh yeah.
Although the pancakes, you do get pancakes, so I guess that's not the end of the world.
But they're kind of burnt. Like, did you see?
It's the thought that counts sometimes.
But look, she made it into hearts, right?
Yeah, no syrup though. Pretty dry pancakes there.
I got you something. So do you remember this was a scene that we added after a few drafts?
Yeah.
I think it took a few notes from people saying, hey, we kind of want to see a little bit of their relationship prior to her death. Because it actually started right when she came back from the dead and Eli coming back from the funeral.
From the funeral, yeah. That's where it started.
And I was just like, let's just fucking do it.
I think this really does help in a couple ways too, because it not only shows like a little bit of redeeming qualities of Jazmine in this particular thing as well.
Ava.
Right, Ava, the character Ava. Clearly I've had more than just this at this point.
Yeah, we had a shot before.
We did do a shot ahead of time.
To be honest.
But, like, it shows some Ava redeeming qualities there, and on top of that, like, I think it shows a little bit more of, like, why Eli was going to break up with her, and, like, how this relationship just wasn't working in general. I think that is important to, like, the entire premise of this.
Yeah, I think it was important to see how clingy she was instead of it being talked about. So it's always better to see something other than talk about hear the characters talk about it. So it's good to see how so intense she is and how obviously he's not where she's at.
Yep.
And she's not getting it.
Well, also with this being the 1 month anniversary, right? Like it's not a lot of time.
1 month anniversary.
Because at a 1 month anniversary too, being somebody who would come back from the dead to stay with this guy forever.
You're the best, Eli. I think she got issues.
Did I ever tell you about? So I had a relationship at one point that was not to this extreme, but I had been dating this girl for probably about a month, and she was about to pick up her entire life and move to New York with me, and I was like,
wait, how long?
It was probably about a month, and it wasn't even a full month of us being together because I was working at a summer camp, a sleepover summer camp. So I saw her for maybe 5 weekends.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what was the age?
It was college, probably junior year of college.
That's interesting. She probably was using you as an excuse to find a new life, branch out, find some adventure, step outside the box. And then she's like, oh, my boyfriend I knew for 2 minutes is going, so I might as well go with him, right?
Yep. Sure, you can move out to the city, just I don't necessarily want you to move in with me, you know?
Yeah.
Live your life, that's totally fine, but I'm not gonna have you move in with me after 5 weekends of us being together, you know?
Facts. That would have been Ava, though, for real.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I love this, by the way.
I mean, it's
such a punchline. I keep Ava with me at all times.
R.I.P. No, we know Ava's never resting anyway, so she can't rest in peace.
She literally can't.
Nope.
Dry ass weenies.
Dry, cold ass weenies.
Facts. I think we put candy on there, like, on the table.
That's for all the kids who showed up.
Oh, that's true. Yes, yes.
I just wanted to offer my condolences.
I honestly love Frank, the landlord.
Yeah, me too. In the series, if it ever gets picked up or streamed or, whatever,
yep.
Frank will definitely be a fun foil to throw at Eli every now and then.
Yeah. I mean, how many episodes do we have, like, drafted for this? Is it, like... I think we had, like, 3 more or less drafted and, like, 7 ideas for episodes.
We have, I think, 5 episodes total. So 4 more episodes.
Okay. Yep.
And then we have, we have, like, the idea of how the season's gonna end.
Yep.
How season 2 is gonna go. Rough idea of season 3.
It was beautiful and amazing. Really had a good one there.
Music was added in post.
Yep.
That's not obvious. 100 Days of Love, Eli. Come on. That
Somebody
picture's
died.
hilarious, by the way.
The picture?
Yeah. I remember when I went to the actor who played Eli, Aiden, I was like, can you just stand there? And I was like moving the camera around because I wanted to make sure it looked blurry.
Yep.
But like, Ava's like, ah.
Hanging out at one of his shows.
Ready to get back in the game. All right, awesome, cool. Because I have a couple.
No, pass. Tasty women is the worst. Don't you remember Becky?
I'm fucking
I know.
Sometimes you have to do ADR, and it's for reasons that suck, and I hate it so much. And I've never had to do it, and this is like the first time I've ever had to do it for a project, so it was really, really annoying.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with the audio.
Yeah.
There were a decent amount of issues, unfortunately.
Yeah, the morning that we shot this, we shot another scene, and those were the 2 scenes that had audio problems.
Yep.
It's good to have a backup for a backup when it comes to audio.
That's true.
I need more money.
I mean, money's always
honestly,
gonna be the thing,
bottom
right?
line is, if I had more money, like I could have a backup for everything, and I
We
would
could have
have
just
these kind of
reshot
projects.
if we had enough money.
I mean, shit, no facts.
Yeah, right? Low budget projects.
Alright, I hear you, compadre. I'll leave you be, alright?
There's people that just have money to do this.
I know.
Crazy.
I know.
It looks like I'm doing a lot, right? Like I have
You are
money
doing
to do
a lot.
it. But you know what? It's so on a shoestring budget. It's not even funny. And it's like crazy how well things turn out with the budgets I'm working with. Give me money.
Facts.
And
Facts.
and the shit that I will make will blow your mind. All right, that's it. That's all I'll go off on about that. Those were yours? Wait,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, those are mine. I had recently.
Possession, my movie.
Yep. We gotta plug everything.
We used to have a Raven poster up there. Another one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Give me the copy of my key. This is not normal brother behavior.
Boundaries is a conversation.
Totally dropped
was
that
a
on
mistake.
purpose. Totally dropped it on purpose.
It was a mistake, but they stayed in because it worked.
I mean,
It was
it's
cute.
very Chaz.
It was
Let's
cute.
be real here.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you do, don't mention Dungeons and Dragons.
Shut up.
It's so fun. I love how Chaz is like very ignorant of D&D, which is the complete opposite of
Of
me.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Fine. Really? Do you think that's why you never liked me? Because I talk about D&D?
I mean, probably. Okay.
Well, fuck him if that's why.
It's true.
Honestly.
It's honestly
It
true.
never works out.
Let's be real here. Anna's too good for Eli.
Right?
Yeah, okay, but who stood next to her? Who pointed and laughed at the bully?
What's your point, Chaz?
I got a plan.
I was bullied.
You're gonna point
And you don't want to be Eli's rebound, alright?
I've been a rebound.
Is it
I've
in-
had a rebound. I love the blazer with the t-shirt.
What's your plan?
Me too. I don't have that t-shirt anymore. It kind of got ruined.
Wait, what?
Lots of stains on it.
Trust me.
For a second.
Coffee being one of them, which we'll get to that.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I completely forgot. So when I asked, I was like, wait, something happened on set? Of course.
Yep.
I was there.
So the blazer though.
I got this killer mixtape of songs to
That was a great shot, though.
It was a great shot. Well worth it, for sure.
Totally.
The rehearsals of that too, like without anything in the glass. We'll get there. Getting ahead of ourselves.
Hey, they're gonna watch Ghost Grabbers.
Gotta watch.
We
Ghost
should
Grabbers.
trademark that. by the
Ghost
way.
Grabbers?
That's what like the big time TV shows do. Like
I
when they come
mean,
up with fake titles, they'll trademark them, and
That's
they're like,
not a bad idea.
make sure it's not taken. One day, when you know,
When we had the money.
when we're famous. Sometimes I'll tell people the premise of this, and then I'll be like, and they'll be like, "Oh, cool, another horror," and I'm like, "No, it's a comedy.
It's 100%.
It's a comedy. It's a total sitcom. It's totally silly, not scary at all."
There's like some themes that run through that like have a horror element to them, but that was never the point of it, because we want like, if this actually happened to you, it might be terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Like at a certain point,
yeah.
like Eli's not a good guy, but you gotta like.
Oh, can you please put in the comments if you're watching this? Like, do you have like, what would you do if your ex like showed up and like was
Oh my
supernaturally attached to you? Like,
Yeah.
what would you do? Like, how would you feel? Just let us know. in
And
the
not
comments.
your current significant other, somebody who you broke up with for a reason. 'Cause
If it's your current.
if it's your current, it might not be the worst situation in the world. It could be. Who knows?
If you feel that way about it though, if you're like, ooh, she's so clingy and blah blah blah.
Listen, if you feel like your current significant other coming back to haunt you is a bad thing, then I don't know. Reevaluate your relationship.
I will 100% haunt Matthew.
Yeah,
if
my
I
wife
die
is gonna
first.
haunt me. She's already told me. That is one of the reasons we had that this show came into existence, is because my wife had a dream about it.
Oh yeah.
Well, until you die, at least.
Are you gonna?
What? Love you for all eternity?
This is the first time I'm watching it on the TV, by the way.
Oh no.
That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I would never.
I mean, we saw it on the projector when we did the screen,
Right.
but so this isn't the largest screen, but it's probably the most clear.
Yeah. I don't get the big deal. She's just back from the dead.
Yeah, she's just back from the dead.
Well, go ahead. Answer it.
By the way, wearing the same shirt just for the theme, you know.
Yeah.
These girls, she's gymnast, so she's got that going for her. So then we got Joe. Now, see, Joe, I know what you're thinking. That's a guy's name, but it's the 21st century. Girls can have guys' names, you know, get your head out of here.
Child's phones, and you're like, put the phone down.
By the way, this is an Airbnb that I rented for
Yep.
I don't remember how many days. 3 days?
I think it was
3 days?
3.
Something like that. 3 or 4 days. I think we got all of your stuff in 2 days.
I was done in
Like,
2 days.
The apartment stuff was 1 day for you, and then
We
the
did
cafe
the other,
was another day.
so it might have been 3, because we did this apartment, we did Anne's apartment, and we did the outside the club. But Anne's apartment and outside the club were the same day.
Yeah.
So I think it was 3 days.
Okay.
Her. I know she's in shambles. How dare
What's funny is that it's so that I wanted to get a bigger DJ board,
Yeah, a bigger mixing board.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was initially picturing when
but
we...
those are so expensive, you guys.
Oh god, yeah.
They're so expensive. And I thought, you know what? It's kind of funny that Eli, he probably doesn't have a lot of money either. So probably what he's practicing on is like this little dingy DJ board.
What I would say
And
too,
you
like,
know, is he really that good?
I feel like a lot of DJs, like I did parties for a while, not as a DJ, but I worked a lot of parties that had DJs, and they did not have like massive mixing boards. Like you maybe get the big ones for like really big shows that like you have massive audiences, but if you're doing parties for the most part, you got a small setup with a laptop, and that's all you need. And clearly, like, he's not doing the best.
He's not there. Yeah.
He's not at that point. So I think it worked, you know.
I got you. Okay. What are managers for? I got a buddy down the street named
takes coupons.
I think that was thrown in after too, like because we had written the whole coupon situation
and then we brought it
earlier,
back.
and then we decided because I think
Reference it before.
Yes, I think we shot the first scenes that I shot were the cafe, and we brought up the coupons and everything in that scene.
Yeah.
So then, like when we actually shot this one, I was like, yeah, we'll throw the coupons back in. Why not?
Yeah. I love that Jean Grey moment.
Oh yeah, it's, honestly, some of the effects that we were able to pull off on this shoestring budget are great.
This is in my neighborhood.
Yeah, great coffee shop.
They didn't want to turn off the music for us,
Nope.
but they did. After a little back and forth, and that's how you negotiate.
Yeah.
But it was still very loud because we didn't close it down for this. 'Cause
Yeah,
we would
they
have to
were
pay
still
for that.
open, so the extras you see are
Real.
Real people.
Wait, I actually think that guy that walked in the back kind of looked like he was looking at the camera. Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe.
Moneymaker? That's not
It's
even
alright.
concern.
Excuse me?
It's nothing personal. I just need to find an ugly-ish woman to set my buddy up with so my sister looks more attractive to her.
I mean, that's
Who the fuck
logical.
do you think you
Yep,
are?
absolutely logic.
Totally.
Flawless Chaz logic.
Totally.
Asshole.
You've heard of girl math. This is Chaz math.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Do a Chaz math thing.
Oh, that would be fun to
Yeah.
like.
Either stalk me, harass me.
Yes. Oh, can you record something like
Are
maybe
you
write a
ready?
little spiel, being like, okay, so this is Chaz math for you, and then like give a scenario.
I gotta throw the blazer back on. Gotta
Yeah.
get back into character.
Yeah.
Out of your sister's love life? What the
Oh, you gotta grow this. Oh, yeah, you have it already.
I still got
You
it.
still got it.
Yeah, I didn't get. If anything,
Yo.
it's longer now.
I underestimated that little firecracker. Use some of that in my life.
Great grocery store in the back.
She already blocked.
Hey, Tony, I got a coupon for the coffee shop next door. Only 3 punches left for a free coffee. How do you know me, Chaz? And I don't take coupons.
That's Matthew, by the way.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool. This effect.
Yeah.
So there were people under me. I was on a chair. And there were people under me with 2 fans to make my hair blow.
Yeah.
And you can't see them there because you know what? That's the magic of movie
Magic of
making.
editing.
If you're doing special effects, make sure you do research so you know how to pull this kind of stuff off.
Yep.
Are you trying to hurt me? I don't know. Eli, I break this door. I break.
If there was a drinking game for Ava and Eli, what would it be?
Maybe every time she said forever, but she already said forever like 4 times.
I mean, that's not a bad thing. That makes
One
a
of them
good
was the
drinking
song where it was like stuck on
game.
forever.
Forever. Yeah, true.
So I guess this should be gone.
Probably.
How about every time Ava has like a hopeful look in her face?
Mm. Love that line.
Yeah.
That was such a good line.
Imagine feeling like a scab
Yep.
that's just meant to be picked away. Like honestly, I'm gonna cry thinking about it.
I don't know, Cheerio in the cereal bowl.
Yo, just another Cheerio? Imagine?
Not even frosted. Or
Yo.
honey nut.
Wow.
It's rough.
You know what? Fuck you. I'm a Lucky Charm in the bowl of cereal of Cheerios.
Which marshmallow?
You think that's best?
The Lucky Charm.
Anyways.
The one that looks like the Lucky Charm.
The 4-leaf.
Right, 4-leaf.
That's what the dead tend to do.
Damn.
Yeah.
Harsh, bro.
Cold line.
Damn.
Damn.
I
Very
love
cold.
it.
I loved this as well.
Oh yeah, I love this too. The first time I saw it cut together,
It was so good.
I was like-
I mean,
I was
it
like,
is
oh my
good.
god, oh my god, we did it, we pulled it off.
Ava, stop playing games.
That whip pan magic.
Mm-hmm.
Try harder.
This apartment was kind of hard to film though because it was kind of narrow.
It was more of a hallway.
Why can't
Yeah.
you leave?
I don't know. It's like I'm stuck. It's like every time I go to leave, a bungee cord rips me back here to you.
To me? No, that doesn't make any sense.
How else do you explain it? I can't get further than the bottom of the stairs.
Bottom of the stairs. Why can't you get further than the bottom?
How is she supposed to know? Honestly, I would be pissed off too. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Again, speaking of just like the horror elements of the show, at this point, it's got to be terrifying to be Ava.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I wish you told me you didn't want me. I probably wouldn't have come back.
Well, if you wanted to be with me and that's why you came back, then you should be able to leave now, but you don't.
Well, I guess it doesn't work like that.
I don't know. I think of this more now as kind of like, so it's a sitcom, but it's like fantasy.
Maybe something's preventing us
There's
from
like
moving
fantasy
on.
elements,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like
Go to
heightened,
the
like
people to play
realism
this game.
kind of stuff.
It's
So I
like
don't
a
think of it
supernatural. I would say like supernatural
Supernatural.
comedy kind of thing.
In the show, that's what they
Which
say.
honestly is a world I really love to play in.
Oh yeah.
As some of you know,
Yes.
as my 5 fans, I see you.
I mean, keeping an eye out for like other fantasy stuff that we're writing too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. What are we doing? What are we
Whoa.
talking about?
Okay,
I don't know. Give me money.
Perhaps a staged reading at some point.
Ooh, yeah.
Tell me what it is.
For sure.
And I'll find it for you. Ava, please.
Promise you won't get mad?
I promise you I will not get back.
Okay, the only thing I left here.
By the way,
is
shout
the
out to
internet.
Lauren, our
Oh my
director.
God,
She's
yes.
so good. She's one of the best directors I've
On
worked
your
with. She was
side, Ava,
really good at
you didn't live here. You were only
like,
here.
visually, the like storytelling visually and cinematically.
Yep.
But then also knows how to direct actors, and is really hard to find a director who can do both. Honestly,
Ava, you weren't referring to this piece of used gum, were you?
or sometimes there's directors who I end up still having to do a lot of the work.
I would also
I'm not
say.
gonna point out who, but
I would also say like Lauren is somebody who definitely like understood what we were writing.
Yeah. Lauren actually saw like a few of these, a couple drafts, I think.
Yeah.
She helped and like gave me some notes on a few early drafts of this.
Okay, I'm not.
Eli, why don't you care?
Whenever you're looking for like a director or even like cinematographer, whoever DP who's working on your script, like make sure they understand your script. And we're very lucky with Lauren who understood the whole concept of this show and everything.
The tone.
The
yeah.
tone, absolutely. Same with editors too. Like,
Yeah.
You really got to find an editor who knows what you're looking for, right?
Yeah. I've had two editors. Well, I guess 3 if you count VFX.
Yeah.
With you. I've heard this too much already.
I mean, you wrote it. So.
Yo. Yes. So in the script, there's another song that I had Eva singing to Eli when he was waking up, but we could not use that song. It was the song that that guy Rick, who's like, never gonna give
Rick
you
Astley.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a song that's like that says forever or some other shit. How does the song go again? Shit, I forgot. It's gone because I finished Ranger. I don't remember. But we can't use that song because I didn't want to even try to go through the process. So I'm like, okay, if I were gonna write a song like Ava, like what the fuck is this gonna sound like? And of course it's not gonna be good.
Well, the initial concept was like, again, like getting it stuck on forever of any song that uses the word forever.
Yeah.
But I really like how, again, this is one of the things that shows their relationship beforehand, where Ava's like, hey, I'm going to write a song for you. You're a musician. I'm going to write a song for you.
Yeah.
And then when she dies, like, that is the song that plays.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Oh,
And
I love that.
and that kind of shows you when it comes to filmmaking, sometimes because you're so limited, with funds and like resources and stuff, sometimes you're forced to be creative.
Figure
And
out where that
sometimes-
budget should go.
Yeah. And then when you're backed into a corner, like when it came to this song, you end up coming up with something better that works for the story.
Yeah. I mean, what is the most important thing when you're making whatever it is you're shooting, right? Whether that's locations, whether that's talent, whether that's props and everything like that. Like, figure out what is the most important for the story you're telling and put your budget towards that, and then everything else figure out. You know, like for us, the music was one of the. It was lower on the priority list with how thin our budget was.
Yeah, like I can't even.
Because also we were like, all right, as writers, right? As writers, we were like, all right, well, we're just gonna write what makes sense, and then, you know, if it gets picked up, they can deal with the funds of that. And then, like, when we're producing this, it's like, all right, we're actually shooting it now. Do we want to try and pay for that?
Yeah, like, no, it's just like when I think about like the cost of like the rights, I'm just like, and it's like, nah.
Especially for a well-known artist like Rick Astley.
Yeah. How many videos did he interrupt on YouTube?
Yeah, right?
If you were like, maybe some of you young people don't know what I'm talking about.
I hope you do. Again, like the effects of this, just way it's cut together and everything between like what Anne is seeing, what Eli's seeing. Like when we were writing it, seeing it actually in practice, so good.
Yeah. A big part of the budget did go to special effects, like this effect we're about to see right now.
Again, like that is something that was important for the storytelling.
Yeah. That's something you can't not have in this.
Because it is a supernatural thing, so there's that effect.
What's cool? Now, I can relate to this feeling, you know, this look that Eli gives Ava. I'm not gonna lie, it's a look that I've gotten before a lot.
Yeah.
Here. I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing my thing. And other people are annoyed by it. I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, just me in my house. Like, replace that song with like some other kind of song I've made up. Or other song that's stuck in my head.
Can you please try not to mess this up for me? I can't have anything going smooth.
Well, then don't piss me off.
Shooting outside is always fun, huh?
Yeah. Always kind of some sound issues, right? Because you can't control New York City. You can't control the sound there.
Even when you like pay for an entire block to be cordoned off, you still cannot control the sound, which we obviously didn't do because there was no point to it. But like,
for this scene, I remember we had to like reset a lot because there was like a beep beep or like somebody walking by laughing, making noise. It was just frustrating, and you know, and that just means that you have to be like on your game. Like you got to know what you're doing. So then, when you're ready to roll, you go and you jump into it. So there's not so many mess ups and like start over, and etc. etc.
Get everybody on the same page about it. Like that is definitely important.
Come on, let's get closer. No. Please, let's just cross the street. Come on. Please.
Is my hair that long again?
It's close.
Like I cut it since then. This lady, she is so funny.
She's phenomenal.
She's my friend. She is on my sketch team.
That's where I've seen her. It's just
I love her so much. Shout out Gina.
Oh, by the way, if you have not seen her sketch shows and you're in New York, what are you doing?
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what you're doing.
Like,
they're great.
Literally, okay.
On
the real, though. On the real, I am doing something. This is something that I've been getting recently that I've been trying to take in. I am doing something different than a lot of the sketch teams that are around town. Okay? I am doing something different. There's a certain quality I go for, and you know, I like to work with mostly POC people, and I write towards that. So if you want to watch some diversity.
We've already gotten there, folks. 2 drinks, we got there.
Whatever the fuck. follow me on social media. Anyway. I don't want to stay here too long.
Maybe I just need to try harder.
Because every time I see myself going through like some emotional thing on camera, like, and I'm really watching it, I start like kind of feeling it a little bit, like sense memory.
Yeah.
And this night was like really hard too because there's so much going on. I'm a producer, right? So like I'm also trying to be on top of how everything is going and like the schedule and everything, and trying to be like not go over time. And then at the same time, I still gotta fucking do this. Like, it's so fucking hard, you guys. I'm not even playing. Like,
I think it's definitely like a struggle trying to do more than one thing
yeah.
within a show like this. Which, like, I had a little bit of experience with that just with Already Taken, which is another show that we had written.
Oh, by the way, FYI, the lady that just walked by, that's Lauren.
That is our director.
Yeah, you saw her ass. Side ass. Woo! Anyway.
But, like, you know, I didn't produce this show. I just wrote and acted in it of my own choice because I did not really love the production aspect of it
Casey
for
was
the
like,
other show.
I'm gonna say pass.
Yeah, I mean, future stuff I'm maybe more invested in it, but like for this one, I was like, I just kind of want to focus on the acting of it. I wanted to focus on the writing of it. And, like, it's definitely a different experience when you're trying to do multiple roles at the same time.
It is.
It's a lot.
And like with something I recently did, I was the couple projects I've recently done, they're not out in the world yet, but I also was director on those projects as well. So it was just like
it's so hard to direct from the acting scene.
You know what? We'll get there when I release specifically one of these projects. Doomed, by the way. You probably heard maybe a crowdfunding thing about it. It's a movie about grief, and so I was in it. So I was grieving, and then also on top of that, I was producer, writer, director. Why do I do this to myself? I can't help it. So don't ask. I just can't help it. And I want this to be my career. So like I get something out of producing as well. So I do enjoy it as well. It's just really hard. So it's like it's always easier when you have people on your team that are pulling their weight. Like Lauren, for example, was pulling her weight as a director. She legit pulled her weight as a director. So that helped me a lot. I mean, I'm still doing a lot, but still, that helped me so much. This was at Theater Row.
Yep.
On 42nd and 9th.
Do you remember the shot though?
Yeah, okay.
There was so much more to that shot. It was so funny.
It's at the end credits.
Oh,
right?
Yes,
so
yes, it is at the end
we just
credits.
got a kick out of... Okay, so this guy that walked out, his name is Franz. He was the PA.
Yep.
And he was a PA on Boobs, the mockumentary, my web series. If you haven't seen it, go see it. But we had him do this little bit, and it was just like funny. We were getting like a kick out of it. And we had him like pretend like he's throwing up, like he's just some random guy walking into the theater throwing up. So if you're wondering if he has a bigger role, no, it's not. There's no big meaning.
In the future,
You know what? You know what? Maybe. There's been so many times. Yes, there's been so many times where like something is like introduced that doesn't mean anything when you've initially written it in or like acted it or whatever, and then you jump off
comedy,
of it.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is pretty shot, by the way. Like overhead.
Yeah.
Optimistic?
Yes, she is.
She's
Yes,
definitely optimistic.
very sweet. Yes, huh?
If you weren't, then why did so many people show up at your funeral? I mean, all your students were there, and they kept going on about how much they miss you.
Really?
Really? Yeah, and grief must have made them so hungry because they could not keep their little hands off of the weenies. And luckily my hands are way bigger, so I can grab way more weenies later.
Yeah.
In the comments, do you think Eli in the series might eventually actually fall in love with Ava? I don't know. We
What
know,
do you think the resolution of this show is gonna be?
Literally, what do you think the end of season 1 is gonna. You're not gonna know. I'm just gonna tell you right now. You don't know
season
shit.
1, you're not gonna know.
You're
but
not
end
gonna
of the
shit.
series, right? What do you
Yeah.
Because we definitely have an idea. Well, we know where season 1 ends, but we have a very good idea of where the series is gonna end as well, just based off of conversations that we've had about the show in general. And honestly, I think we had like an arc for both Ava and Eli, like a fully completed arc in mind for them.
Yes.
The entire time. Like, we wanted to make sure, because one of the things that I dislike about a lot of TV that's out there.
Do you want cider?
I got beer, but
I'm so sorry.
all right, finish it off. One of the things that I dislike about a lot of TV that's out there is when they write without an ending in mind, and it usually ends up with a very like anticlimactic finish to a show.
Lost? Oh snap!
Oh snap! We called them
threw
out.
some shade.
We called them out.
Yo, honestly though, I do like Lost anyways. I don't care. But
Sure.
anyways.
But like some of my favorite shows are ones that like restricted themselves to 3 seasons or restricted themselves to like a certain amount of time because they knew where they wanted the show to end and they gave it the send off it deserved.
Yeah.
Now we could obviously pad stuff a little bit more throughout several different seasons of a show, but knowing what the ending is ahead of time is immensely helpful to getting it to be satisfying.
So question for you guys. Do you think Ava will eventually move on? Let us know in the comments.
Will Ava move on or will Eli fall in love with her? And they'll make it work.
You know, this is a Jazmine thing. I would legit, if I came back from the dead, I would miss eating.
Oh my god.
And I would be like, can you eat stuff and can I watch you eat it? Like,
So
that's legit.
we had mentioned earlier, like I'm a big
This is signature Jazmine moves.
yes it is.
Unfortunately, everyone knows that.
We had mentioned earlier that I'm a big D&D person, and I actually have a RPG podcast that I do, and we just recorded an episode recently. Plug RP Jesters, check
I
us
can
out.
plug it in the
Yeah,
the,
plug RP Jesters down below.
caption.
Absolutely. But so I was recently playing a chef character, and somebody else was playing a character that was like an evolved being who didn't need to eat, and we're all like, and the whole thing was like, eating is one of the best parts of being alive. If you get rid of that, you are not evolved.
Yeah.
There it is.
Whose hand do you think that is? Because we know.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
Whose hand do you think that was at the end?
And if you're a producer with the and the connection,
and you want to know,
you want to know, hit me up.
Again, we got this. We have
I got this
5
shit figured
episodes
out.
written, ready to go. We know where the season ends. We know where the series ends. We got it all planned out. So, like, we are ready to take this and move it on forward. So, cheers to that. Absolutely.
Here's that shit, bro. And real quick, this bubble. Hold on. You're gonna see. Well, you've already seen if you've seen the show. You shouldn't be here if you didn't see it.
I mean, you could be watching
This,
it along with us.
Meredith, thank you for doing this. Because Meredith, the second editor I had on this, I was like, can we have bubblegum explode? Can we do that?
I mean, it
and
really
I went
fits.
and found it.
It really fits.
Yes. What does the bubblegum mean? It's a metaphor. It's like, you're stuck to the bottom of the bed. Ava's stuck to Eli in the bottom.
I mean,
Not
that was the whole joke with the, like, it's definitely not the gum I stuck to the bottom of your bed.
Yeah.
Sorry, the bottom of my side of the bed.
Yeah.
You know?
We forgot to eat the cookies. But anyway, you guys, thank you for watching.
Yes!
Subscribe to the channel. No, seriously, subscribe because it helps me. I want to get to 1,000 so I can get monetized.
Let's get that monetization for Jazmine.
Fuck yeah. And please watch all my other content. If Ava and Eli is not your jam, I got other shit. I'm exploring so many different different of storytelling. Go check it out, please. And if you want to give me money, fuck it. I'm gonna put my Venmo in the
There we go! Yeah! And if you like my type of storytelling at all, I mean, we got RP Jesters. We're an actual play, tabletop role-playing podcast. We are on every platform, so Spotify, Apple. We're available everywhere for free. We release episodes every Monday. We have like 3 years of content to catch up on as well, so check out all of our stuff there as well.
I don't understand why you haven't caught up.
I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of stuff.
Like,
it's a lot.
Like, why haven't you caught up? Like, if you're a supporter of mine, like, I don't understand.
Check my stuff out too, guys.
And also, some people are so sweet. Like, honestly, some of you though that like, you know, tell me like specifically what you love about my work. Like, it means a lot because I work really fucking hard.
Yes, she
so
does.
like, if you when you tell me how much you like things and like what you like and like you follow all the things I'm doing, it means a fucking lot. I can't even tell you. And maybe because I've been drinking. But I love you.
We love you guys.
All right, stay tuned for our Q&A coming up.
Yeah, let's
Woo!
go.
Yeah.
More to drink.
I
All right.
finished
Oh
my
God, don't drink right out of that bottle. That's gonna be rough.
Woo!
I'll be here forever. You can't get rid of me. 'Cause even when I die, you'll see me. Because my love will be there.